Syria's currency has doubled in value, Benjamin Netanyahu is annoyed, and Trump called Syria's new president a very attractive guy. What has happened between the US and Syria in the past 24 hours?
After discussing the situation in Syria with the Crown Prince and also with President Erdogan of Turkey, I will be ordering the cessation of sanctions against Syria in order to give them a chance at greatness. Oh, what I do for the Crown Prince.
The sanctions had been placed against Assad's government for its crimes against the Syrian people, but they were kept in place on Syria's new leadership, given the US government's wariness about their past ties to al-Qaeda. But many argued that failing to help rebuild Syria would only increase instability as the country transitions from Assad's rule. The transition so far has been bumpy, with sectarian clashes with Alawi and Druze groups and the Sunni majority, Israeli incursions in the south, and a desperate economic situation. As a result, Syria's President Ahmed al-Sharaa has attempted to prove that his new government is a reliable member of the international community. It has met some of Trump's conditions for sanctions relief, such as cracking down on Palestinian political activity, cooperating against Islamic State attacks, and being open to normalization with Israel. In turn, Trump gave Qatar the green light to pay Syria's public salaries to help relieve the economic crisis. Several countries like Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE have been eager to invest in Syria, but have held back due to US sanctions. Israel, on the other hand, has urged the US to keep sanctions and warned against engaging with Shara's government. The decision suggests that the US is more eager to listen to the Gulf states than Israel, but they haven't been alone in trying to influence Trump's policy. Jonathan Bass, a pro-Trump Republican activist and CEO of an energy company, has been urging the administration to invest in energy and electricity projects in Syria, following high-level meetings with Syria's government. Shara himself has offered the US oil and gas concessions, as well as a Trump Tower in Damascus, hoping that it could help a reconstruction process estimated to cost $400 billion. Clearly, his charm must have worked. Meeting Shara on Wednesday, Trump called the new Syrian leader
young, attractive guy, tough guy,
saying it was an honor to lift sanctions on the country. After the news, the value of the Syrian lira doubled. Fuel costs fell by nearly a third, and Syrians took to the streets to celebrate, hoping it would mean a new chapter for the country. Syria's economy has suffered heavily from war and sanctions, with 1 in 4 people unemployed. Unable to import essentials like wheat, fuel, or medicines, over 90% of the population lives under the poverty line, with only a few hours of electricity per day. Malnutrition rates had tripled in 4 years, placing Syria among the world's top 10 hunger-affected countries. If sanctions are lifted, Syrians are hoping it will kickstart an inflow of investment and aid that will help rebuild infrastructure like electricity, water, education, and healthcare systems. This could create new employment opportunities for Syrians in the country and diaspora and refugees looking to return, removing the dependence on humanitarian aid and bringing valuable expertise back to Syria from abroad. But it's not just Syrians who stand to benefit. Investing in Syria would give countries political leverage to ensure a stable transition. The US hopes it will be able to continue its military withdrawal of troops from the country, leaving Syria's government to manage the fallout from the war against Islamic State while still maintaining access to energy reserves. Syria's neighbors also hope economic support will help Syria resist Russian, Iranian, or Israeli influence so that it is no longer a launch pad for Iran's IRGC or Lebanese Hezbollah. But above all, Syrians hope it will finally offer an opportunity to rebuild the country, a moment they have been waiting for since they were first denied that chance 14 years ago.